Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to discuss about an important library for the machine learning, that is NumPy. So I will also give you some examples in Python, like how this library works and how we use NumPy functions to process the arrays. But first of all, before we get deep into it, we first need to know what is this NumPy and what is its use and how we can use the functions of NumPy to process arrays. So it's basically an important library for the Python programming. It provides a large number of functions and a large number of functionalities to deal with large multidimensional array and matrices. In every machine learning task, we often use a large amount of data and we store this data and save this data in arrays. These arrays may be multidimensional array, one dimensional array or two dimensional array. Depending on the need, we need to store the data. Therefore, NumPy provides a simplified functions to manipulate these arrays, to process these arrays for the machine learning task. Now let's begin with the functions of the NumPy library. At first we will deal with 1D array and in the later part we will deal with the 2D array. So the first function to deal with the NumPy array in the 1D is array. This function is used to create the 1D array or 2D array. This function receives a list of numbers. Sometimes when this is a list of list, it will create a 2D array. The next function is enddimen. This is a property of a NumPy. Every array may be one dimensional or a two dimensional. Therefore, to print the dimensions, we use enddim property of the NumPy. I will show you how this is working through the output. Let's click on this run. This is showing like it creates the array using the array function and then now printing its dimensions as enddim. Now the third property of the NumPy is shape. This is used to print the shape of the array. In the later part you will see like this property is useful for the matrices or a 2D matrices or 3D matrices to print their shape. Here it is just only gives us 4 because the array contains only 4 elements. And the length property. This is the function that receives the array and print the number of elements in the array. Now this as I told you, when we pass a list of list to the NumPy array function, it prints and creates a 2D array as shown in the following figure. To print its dimension, we again use enddim function, enddim property of the NumPy. Now, as I told you, this array contains 2 rows and 3 columns. So, using shape property, we will print its shape. Now, the NumPy also provides a line space functions that is used to create a series of numbers in a specified range. Here, it creates a series of numbers which starts from 0 and ends with 1 and it creates such 6 numbers. The line space is basically used to create a one-dimensional array. Now sometimes we also required to create the array of ones. So we will use the ones function of the NumPy. The ones function will take 2 arguments and depending on that it will create a matrix of ones. We will also require to create zeros, array of zeros. The array of zeros is created using the same way as it is created using ones. And the next part, we will create an identity matrix. This matrix is very useful while we are dealing with inverse of a matrices. This will take only 3 or 4 as an argument. The 3 or 4 may be specified as a dimensions of the square matrix. Sometimes we are also required to create the dimensional matrix. We use DAG function to create diagonal array. The DAG function receives a list of numbers and each number in the list is present as a diagonal. As you can see in the following output, it creates a diagonal array with 4x4 size. Now sometimes we are required to create random numbers or random one-dimensional or two-dimensional matrices. So using the rand function of numpy, we can create the random array. This will provide you the values between zeros and ones. It has a specified range. Now in this next part, we are going to deal with the data types in the numpy. First of all, I'll explain you this function arrange. This function is basically used to give you the values from 0 to n minus 1, where n is the argument that is passed to function. Here 10 is passed to the function, therefore it creates a values from 0s to 9. Now when we want to find out like what are the data types of the elements which are present in the array, we use d type. Here when we use this d type, it will print as d type int 32, which means that the elements in the array A are 32-bit numbers. We can also change the data type of the numbers which are present in the array using d type argument, which can be passed to arrange function, or we can also pass it to array function. Sometimes there are requirement to create boolean arrays. We can create boolean array in the same way as we create the numerical arrays. As you can see, we passed a list of booleans in the array function. So it's all over for this video. Now we have reached to the end of this video. So in the next video, we will going to study some more functions in NumPy. We are going to study about indexing and slicing operations using NumPy functions. We will also study about copying operations. So if you like my video, then please like, share and subscribe. If you have any query, any doubt, then please drop your query in the comment section. I love to answer them. Thank you.